Shalom, shalom. This is Shalimar from the Great Millstone, Atlanta Camp. Before I get started in this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahawashi, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles. A Great Millstone, they teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. All right, so this lesson is going to go into the soldiers of Yahawashi. All right, which are the 144,000. And as you see on, I have right here, Revelations chapter 7 and verse 4. I'm going to go ahead and get into it. It says, and I heard the number of them which were sealed, and there were sealed 144,000 of all the tribes of the children of Israel. Okay, so a lot of people will twist this up and say, well, that's talking about, you can only be saved. This is only the people that's going to be saved. No, these are the soldiers of Yahawashi, who the world calls Jesus. Okay, those that's going to be saved. As you go down, it goes into verse 9. It says, after this I beheld, and lo, a great multitude, which no man could number, of all nations and kindreds and people and tongues, stood before the throne and before the Lamb, clothed with white robes, with palms in their hands. All right, so that's the 1/3 from that are going to be saved. But these are Israelites as well. All right, because we're scattered through all the nations, and it's multiple accounts of that throughout the whole Bible. All right, only Israel is going to be saved and make it into the kingdom. So people say, oh, so you only mean that the black people? No, it ain't got nothing to do with black, white, none of that. It's a bloodline that goes back to being an Israelite. And it's mostly Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. But you also have those tribes that are scattered throughout other countries, and they actually mixed in and look like the other nations. That's the great multitude, all right? But we're going to focus on the soldiers of the Lord, because that's what this lesson is about. I just want to clear that up in about verse 9 before I go deeper into this. So you have the great multitude, the 1/3 of our people that's gonna the remnant of Israel is gonna be saved, and you're gonna have the soldiers of the Lord that's gonna that's pretty much that's gonna put judgment on the earth. All right, and it's gonna come down from Yahawashi, of course, coming from the Most High Yahweh. Okay, but that word soldier in the Hebrew is Tazabah, plural. You're gonna add the yum on the end, so it's Tazabahyam. So it's Yahawashi Tazabahyam, soldiers of the Lord. Okay, now let's go to, I got a lot of favorite scriptures up here. I'm pretty sure brothers will agree with me that these are favorite scriptures, because this is what we're looking to be. And I want to start out with Jeremiah 16 and 16. It says, behold, I will send for many fishers, said the Lord Yahweh, and they shall fish them. And after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. All right, so I'm going to go a little deeper into this, because, the average person will read this and say, well, he's going to turn men to hunters. That's actually no, it's going to be, we're fishing for the elect right now. That's what we're doing. When we go out and teach, when we do our lessons, this is only for the elect. Okay, this is only for the elect, the 1/3. So those that are doing the fishing right now, which are the servants of the Lord, because this is we're doing this for Yahawashi. All right, and in order for Yahawashi to return, if you go back to Revelations 7, it says until the elect be sealed. So we're here to help wake up the elect so they can be sealed so Yahawashi can return. Okay. It says, and after I will send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain. Mountain is government. Okay. Different countries, different lands, governments. That's what that's talking about. And from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks, because you're going to have certain men and women and children. They're going to go down to into these bunkers. Guess what's going to happen? Especially the elites of this world. They're going to get hunted down in those bunkers. They're going to get taken out, and they're going to be placed down in a pit until it's time for them to be become hardcore slaves. That's what's going to happen to the elites of this world. So you have men that's going to be fishing, which we are doing now. We're fishing for the elect. Then we're going to turn into hunters. The Lord's going to turn those men into hunters. Lord's willing, I'm part of that number. Okay. Not only me, but my brother's a great millstone. All of them, especially the elders and apostles. All right. And it's not going to just be the enemies that's going to be hunted. It's going to be all throughout all nations, especially our own people. Because 2/3 of our people, they're not going to get it. They got to go. 2/3 of our people are the reason why we're in this predicament. 2/3 of our people don't want to hear this word, and they want to stay in the world. They don't even want the world to end. They don't want Yahawashi to return. Who they call Jesus, they don't even want their own Jesus to come back. Okay, it says, for my eyes are upon all their ways. They are not hid from my face, neither is their iniquity hid from my eyes. Yeah, the Lord is seeing everything. So he's going to have those men go out. They're going to have spiritual powers, and they're going to hunt. And those are going to be the soldiers of the Lord, the 144,000. Okay, I'm going to keep going. I'm going to go through these pretty quick. These are just some, this is pretty much like a uplifting lesson, because we're all striving to be soldiers of the Lord. And I said it before in a previous lesson, this is the most important job you can do on earth today, is to be a prophet of the Lord in this truth. Let's go to Sirach, because right now the Lord is he's putting us through different trials and different things that we can overcome. The scriptures say he's not going to put too much on us that we can bear. He's putting hardship on us, but we're able to come up out of it. We can turn to him and say, Lord, I know that you tested me. Lord, if this is Satan, please rebuke Satan and bless me with whatever you need. Because Satan is going to be attacking you. And the Lord is going to allow Satan to attack you, because you have to be tried. Even when you go to the military to be a soldier for the United States Army, you got as soon as you get there, you're getting cussed out. You're getting cussed out through by the private or whoever. I'm not familiar with military terms and who the people are, the captains and the people that's over the soldiers. But yeah, you're gonna be cursed out. I was seeing it was an old video. These soldiers was actually getting abused, and they get treated so bad. Some of them just turn to suicide. And suicide is real high, and as far as the United States military, because men can't cut it. But being a soldier of Yahweh and Yahawashi, ain't no damn suicide going on in this truth. We're enduring to the end so we can be acceptable to be soldiers. All right. This is Sirach chapter 2 in verse 5. It says, For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. Okay. All right. So we have to be that gold that's tried in the fire. As a matter of fact, let's go ahead and jump to Wisdom of Solomon, because the Lord said he's trying us to be for him. Wisdom of Solomon chapter 3, and I'm gonna start from the top. It says, But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahawashi, and there shall no torment touch them. Okay, we're going to be surrounded by death. We're going to be surrounded by all kind of things. Murders. We're going to be surrounded by the plagues. We're going to be surrounded by the famine. But nothing's going to touch the men of the Lord. Scriptures say the Lord care for his elect. All right, this instruction is only to take down these heathens and the 2/3 of all people. That's what it's for, and to see which men are gonna be acceptable for the Lord. All right, so we're gonna go from prophets to judges. We're gonna go from servants to the Lord to hunters, to soldiers of the Lord, from servants of the Lord to soldiers of the Lord. All right, we're going to go from regular men that's low to the kings of the earth. Verse 2, In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery, and they're going from us to be utter destruction, but they are in peace. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And those soldiers, man, immortality is just part of it. The spiritual powers that the Lord is going to give those men is going to be something that no one can even think of. Because you have movies out here that shows superheroes and all of that. No, all of those thoughts that was put in that movie, when you come across a real soldier of Yahawashi, it's going to be something that no one has thought of. All right, it's a lot of stuff. We think about, what if the Lord choose us to be part of that number? What are we going to be capable of? It's really no limit to it. That reward is so great, there's no limit to it. Verse 5, And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. For Yahweh proven them and found them worthy for himself. As gold in the furnace had he tried them and received them as a burnt offering. In the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. Okay, so it's gonna be a time where those soldiers are gonna have to get down. All right, they're gonna have to judge those nations. As a matter of fact, let's get that. Let's go back to Jeremiah 51 and 20. It says, Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee I will break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. So the Lord is going to use, and this is, if you read this whole chapter, this is not talking about something that happened back then. This is talking about the new Babylon. That destroy and win in verse 1, that's talking about nuclear destruction. So let's go back down to verse 20. Actually, I'm gonna start back up at 21. It says, And with thee I will break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee I will break in pieces the chariot and his rider. So all of these military tanks and jets and all of that stuff, it's not gonna work against the elect. It's not going to work against the soldiers of Yahawashi. All right. He's already, when he come back, he's going to have angels with him. And Esau and his army and these other nations, they can't deal with an angel. All right, they're not gonna be able to deal with the elect. They're not gonna be able to deal with Yahawashi at all. Go into 2nd Ezra chapter 13. Look at what's gonna happen when Yahawashi come back during the valley of decision, of the valley of Yehoshaphat or Jehoshaphat. That's written in Job. Okay, that's gonna be World War III. Yahawashi is gonna come back and he's gonna destroy all these armies. Thus said the Lord. Isaiah chapter 34. Okay, these things are gonna happen. And it's not gonna be a pretty sight. It's going to be total destruction, something beyond the minds of everybody on this planet. All right. It says, well, that's pretty much it. You know, he's talking about he's going to use Israel, the men of Israel, as his weapons of war. Okay. It's another example of that in Ezekiel 25. He's going to use Israel to take down Edom. And then you be like, well, Edom has all the weapons. They got, they got rail guns, they got laser weapons, they got biological weapons, sound weapons, all these nukes, all these soldiers. NATO, first of all, NATO is gonna come up against America. All these countries are gonna come up against America. This place is gonna be totally weak. They're going to be exhausted from all of this war. And right before the 1/3 can be touched, Yahweh and Yahawashi is going to come back and he's going to raise up his men at the last end to hunt the rest of you Edomites that's left, to hunt the rest of you Israelites. If it's any of the other 2/3 left, you're going to get hunted. The Lord only cares about his elect. Okay, this is Ezekiel chapter 25 and verse 14. And as a matter of fact, if you go up, he's talking about, the Lord's going in, he's going to talking about Moab, all these other nations. Okay. So Moab, the so-called Chinese, they're going to get a piece of this judgment too. All these nations are going to get judged through the Israelites, through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. Okay. All right, Ezekiel chapter, I'm going to start at Ezekiel 25, I'm going to start at 13. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, I will stretch out my hand upon Edom, the so-called white race. All right. And I will cut off man and beast from it, and I will make it desolate from Teman, and they of Dedan shall fall by the sword. And those are just major Edomite cities, back then. And nowadays, that will probably be America and over in someplace over in Europe, the European nations. All right. So these major cities for Esau, they're gonna get destroyed, and America is gonna be completely destroyed. Europe is still gonna be, inhabitable. America is never gonna be inhabitable ever again. Verse 14, and I will lay my vengeance upon Edom by the hand of my people Israel. Those are gonna be the soldiers of the Lord. Those are gonna be the Tazabahyam. The 144,000. And they shall do in Edom according to my anger and according to my fury. And they shall know my vengeance, said the Lord Yahweh. They're going to know that this is the vengeance of Yahawashi. Because Esau, Edom has done the most destruction out of every nation on the planet. So he's going to catch the worst end of the judgment. Let's go to Isaiah chapter, and I'm going to try and end this pretty quick. Isaiah chapter 41 and 14. It says, "Fear not thy worm Jacob, and ye men of Israel." Right now, we like worms. We're low. We're very low. But the Lord said, "Fear not." Why? Because some of us are going to be turned into soldiers. "I will help thee," said the Lord Yahweh, "and thy Redeemer, the Holy One of Israel," Yahawashi. Okay. It says, "Behold, I will make thee a new sharp thrusting instrument having teeth." So it's going to be, those men are going to be powerful. And the teeth is just symbolic for strength. It says, "Thou shalt thrust the mountains and beat them small." Like I said before, the mountains are the governments. These governments are going to be beaten into nothing. Ain't going to be no other governments. The only government is going to be the kingdom of heaven. "And shall make the hills as chaff." Okay. Let's go to, you know what? I'm going to end it off on this. This is 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 3. "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach." I'm going to read that again. "Thou therefore endure hardness as a good soldier of Yahawashi Hamashiach." All right. So all these things that's going on in this time, don't worry about it. Okay. Get your mind ready for what's about to come. Get your body ready and your mind also, because hey, I just gotta say it. It's gonna be some people that their health is not gonna allow them to do certain things. You're gonna need to lean on Yahawashi, and if the Lord put the spirit on you to start getting healthier, start eating better, start trying to work out, hey, he's just getting you ready for what's about to come. All right, because you may not be comfortable in your house. You may have to go from place to place. Scriptures talk about being pilgrims amongst the earth. We're about to go into some real hard times, but it's going to be well worth it. Well worth it to be a soldier of Yahawashi. All right. So we have to endure that hardness. We have to keep moving, keep teaching, keep being prophets in service of the Lord. And in due time, the Lord's he's gonna hit that switch and turn his men up. Verse 4: "No man that warreth entangle himself with the affairs of this life, that he may please him who had chosen him to be a soldier." Yeah, so man, don't even worry about what's going on in your life. I know this stuff is, this place is destroying us. But sooner before later, real soon, everything's gonna go downhill, and we're gonna lean on Yahawashi. We're gonna have that faith that he's gonna come back and save us. Okay. And not only Yahawashi, but he's gonna use his soldiers to carry out a lot of the salvation and vengeance. But all of it's going to be done through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and end it there. I pray that this was edifying. Once again, give it all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahawashi, Bahashim Rakakwadash. Double honors to my elders and apostles, a great millstone that teach and rule well. Peace, love, and safety to the hopeful elect. Shalom.